Hey there, Hofstra fans, and welcome to another edition of the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Mark Weiner, joined by John Russo, the head coach of Hofstra Pride Baseball for the first time this year. Coach, welcome back.
I'm glad to be back, ready to get started.
So let's talk about first last season a little bit, then let's completely move on to this year. You have about 16 players returning from last year's squad that did not make the CAA tournament, but what did you learn from those guys that you saw that you can maybe bring into this year now?
No, I thought we had some good development for sure. You got to play some young guys. Nunziata, Foster, Liederman, Witkowski, and they got a lot of at-bats underneath their belts. You got some experience on the mound from Eisenberg and Chris Weiss and Bowie Matheson, and I'm sure like Brendan Mulligan I thought really developed during the year. And so you got to take the positives out of everything, and I thought we got a lot of experience from some guys. You got Chris Hardart that got some playing experience and got to play really well. And I just think experience is invaluable in all sports, and so to get those guys as freshmen and sophomores a lot of playing time really helped.
In terms of the offense, you have the entire left side of the outfield and infield coming back, so at least you have some stability there with Witkowski and Liederman in the infield, and then Nunziata and Foster in the outfield. So what did you see from those guys, and how does that stability help? They're pretty much in the same positions other than Witkowski switching over.
Witt's been a 2-year 300 hitter, and played really great at second base. He came in as a shortstop originally, so I think the transition will be really smooth for him. And David led us in RBIs last year, and I think he started the first 24 of the games of the year, not making an error defensively, so he's pretty tough defensively. In center field, I thought Stephen was as good a defensive center fielder as there was in the league, and I think he's one of the top hitters in the CAA last year as a freshman. And Nunziata, I thought he had a really underappreciated year. He had 18 extra base hits in 39 games that started as a freshman, and so if you move that out over 56 games, he's well into double digits. He was a couple warning track home runs, a couple wall home runs where he was close to double digit in home runs. So I'm really happy to have those four back.
You have a couple of transfers that you've mentioned to me a couple of times already. Teddy Sillis, a transfer from UNCW that will start in right field, and Ryan Carl, a first baseman transfer from Cornell. How much are those guys going to add to your lineup?
They've arguably been our best hitters right now coming back in, and you can't. Ryan Carl's got experience at 4 years at Louisville, and then community college, and then 2 years at Cornell, and he's got over 18 Division I home runs and 30-some doubles, and he's really hit at the Division I level. So to bring that out in is really instant impact. And then you have Teddy Sillis, who started over 30 games for UNC Wilmington as a true freshman, and then also got 10 appearances on the mound. So to get his experience also is just added two guys that have instant impact to the offense and defense and to the leadership of the team.
In terms of on the mound, Alec Eisenberg spent the summer in the YD Red Sox in the Cape Cod League. Chris Weiss did very well in a summer league, and Bowie Madison, also somebody expected to be a weekend starter. Is that what you're expecting for the rotation to be, and how excited are you for them?
I think that's probably what we'll go with. I think right now a little bit more of our sell isn't so much as starters, as guys that are just going to pitch first. And, we got to really work everybody into shape, and, we're going to try to develop a bullpen, a staff as best as we can these first few weekends, and, let the new pitching coach and, staff really see the guys and see what we have these first few weekends.
In terms of the bullpen, you bring some guys back, some new guys in as well. Just tell us about the new people you bring into that bullpen and how you maybe see it shaping out.
Well, not a new guy, but a guy that was out last year is David Jesh returns, and so he's going to really help the backside of the bullpen, to start with, and is not really ruled out of being a starter right now. We just got to get him back into shape coming back from Tommy John, and then Teddy Sillis will help the backside of the bullpen. I really like, two freshmen, John Rooney, a left-handed pitcher, and Andrew Monday, a right-handed pitcher, are really going to help us, to start, and then Teddy Sillis can also pitch out of the bullpen. So, I like what we have going, at least early on.
Start your schedule this weekend finally after a long layoff and some winter weather here, so you couldn't really get outside much. So finally get some outdoor baseball at Texas A&M this upcoming weekend. Pretty much an entire road schedule for you to start the season. What do you see in the Aggies?
Well, I think if any post you looked at, they're ranked anywhere from 2nd to 4th in the country, and they were the #1 team in the country for most of last year, and had over 50 wins, and I think they'll be one of the best teams in the country, and they have a great fan base and a great area. Like they usually sell out, and I think opening weekend's already sold out, and they're going to have 80 degrees, and I think College Game Day is going to be there on Saturday for the basketball game with Kentucky. So it'll be a great atmosphere, a great experience, and more importantly, Coach Childress has been a great helping me with everything, making sure everything's ready, and so we're really excited and happy to go down there.
Just how important is it going to be for your team to finally get outdoors and be able to play some baseball?
Well, it's good to get outdoors. It's not great to face Texas A&M, but they'll be really happy. And one of my favorite nights of the whole year is usually the Thursday night before the opening game, where we get to go take practice and hit BP and get to see live balls. And the guys have as much energy at that night as they do the whole year. And so the excitement, I think we'll all be happy about it. And then the following weekend we get to go down to Fort Myers. So at least the first 2 weekends we're looking good with weather.
Hey, Coach John Russo of Hofstra Baseball, thanks so much for the time. Good luck this season.
Mark, I appreciate it. Always good to be back now.
This is the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com.